I want the group that was in Nevada here, it's this whole front row, because there were some guys who came late, and I'd like for them to stand, just so you guys can see them all again. So all you guys come up, and I want you to say your name, or you can use your hand. People at one time while we were up there, letting them know that they may not come home, and they stayed. Actually, these two, he went home, Alex did, to get Ashley, so I could marry him up on top of a mountain overlooking the Virgin River. It's funny.
Freedom fighter to you.
This is freedom fighter, that's right. And these are all of the highest caliber patriots you're going to find. And when the call came out, nobody had the money to go, nobody had the time to go, nobody thought of that, they just went. And they heard the sound, and not too much different, I'll tell you, than those Navy SEALs that went to, in Benghazi, that went to that embassy area to go to try to save those people, because they heard the call. And they went to the sound of the gunfire. These guys did the same thing, because I'll tell you what, every one of them here knew at one point or another there was a good chance they weren't coming home, and they stayed irregardless. And I'm just proud to be their friend and to have associated with them. They're just outstanding Americans, and God bless them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jerry Galamis, Rochester, New Hampshire. We all had some titles here, which was some pretty funny handles, I might add. And some of them we modified over the radio. But it was the first day is that we were there. I'll get into the story later. As I got pulled aside and asked to be the camp commander, and then also head of the outside security force for the Bundy area there. They did have an inside security team that stayed with the family, which we supplemented that. Jerry, I used my name, and everybody else had everything, other names, which are pretty cool. Some of them actually, but I wasn't that creative, and everybody knew. So.
I'm Dale Potter. I drove out there from Oklahoma. I was actually a first sergeant in the North Dakota Defense Force. My handle was Polar Assault. And if you've ever been in North Dakota during the winter. I've actually relocated up here, obviously.
John Reckenbrod from Ospey, New Hampshire. I kind of got winded. There might be a ride going out there, and I prayed about it, and suddenly the red carpet came out, and I had $20 in my pocket, and off I went.
I'm Kenny Mitchell. I'm from Missoula, Montana. My son over here, Cooper, we both left Montana. We were actually camping down at Lake Mead, and we started hearing about this, and I asked my son if he wanted to go, and he said, let's go. So we went out there, I personally, myself, with my son.
And Stroker.
And Stroker, which Stroker is our dog. We actually stood there and faced the BLM with them pointing their weapons at us.
Yeah.
I started out running the mess hall. I was asked to take over and take charge of running the mess hall, to feed these guys, to make sure they were properly fed and had good food, to which I feel that I've accomplished that mission.
Absolutely.
My first radio call was I went by K-Man. However, Cookie, it got changed over to Cookie. which I accept very well. So.
And they're going to move to Ward 4 and vote for me.
Yay! I'm also now a resident of New Hampshire.
My
name's John Hackett. I'm from Tamworth, New Hampshire. And when I heard the call go out, I just drove out there, and Alex went out with me. And we drove like 2,800 miles. It took, what, 45 hours?
Yeah, it was about 46
He drives
hours
much
first.
faster than I do.
I heard about that.
And I was just so proud when I got out there to meet, I mean, the greatest number of people were from New Hampshire, from the smallest state, the farthest distance, and I met one of the best commanders I've ever served under. I was in the military in Vietnam. You know the difference between a good commander and a bad commander? This guy looks out for his troops.
Did you have a handle, John?
Pardon?
Did you have a handle?
Buffalo.
I'm Cooper Mitchell. As my father said before, we are from Missoula, Montana, and I am only 20 years old. I was one of the youngest ones out there majority of the time. I was just a grunt in the beginning, running out, doing things that need to be done. And then I got trusted to be head of communications, and that is, as far as I know, where I'm permanently located. And
Fine job
all I'm
as
gonna
well.
say is this band of gentlemen and this wonderful young lady here is some of the best family I have ever had, and I'm glad that I'm still here standing.
My name's Alex Benecki. Some of you people know me from here before. Jerry gave me the call, and that was all the call I really needed. And then I was on YouTube watching all the videos of BLM abusing the people in Nevada. And there wasn't much time before we were on the road, and I met John Hackett in my mother's driveway when he picked me up on the way out. My call sign was New Hampshire because I lived all over this state, and actually once I was out west, my accent really stood out. I didn't even realize it until I was out there. On the radio, say water. But,
Yeah, Texas wasn't working.
I had a lot of personal stuff in life going on, just like everybody else does, but you know, I love this. Really upset me out there the first time, so I came back. I picked up 3 of my buddies. 2 of them aren't here right now, and a lot more gear because when I went out the first time, I only brought enough stuff for round 1. So.
And then you took her.
And then,
You knew it was good for
And
her.
then we got married. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ashley Benecki now. I went out there with him. When he came back from me, he knew it was good for him. They took me back out there, and I worked under Kenny. I did everything he needed me to do in that mess hall, and we had donations coming through all day long. And the thing that really touched our hearts was the fact that it must have been more than 3 donations a day. Groups of trucks coming in, and it was all citizens all over brought us things to keep these men fed, cooled down, everything. It wasn't just food, it was every supply you could think of, and that was what was amazing about being out there, is that the people that couldn't be out there helped.
Big time.
I had a lot of people telling me that she was a huge morale booster too, because she was always she's always in a great mood. She's got a great nature. She's beautiful on the inside, beautiful on the outside.
Aww.
we love Ashley.
I love these men. That's all I got in that newscast. When I saw the news video of us getting married, that's all I heard is him say, "I love country." I love it. They didn't want to put down everything we said, you know. They didn't want to hear everything, but.
Well, Ashley was in white and
he was
at the
in
wedding,
camo.
and Alex was in full camo with his rifle.
The only reason why this wedding became anything more than what we thought was because Kenny and everyone else contributed, but Kenny went out and bought us everything we
Everybody
needed
in
for
the
a
town
wedding.
gave us cake,
Yeah, everyone,
flowers.
cake, flowers.
We just wanted to do the ceremony.
He made the whole mess hall for our reception. These are grown men too, not women. Any other way, I loved it. My family wasn't meddled in it. It was this.
So who was the maid of honor?
Stroker. I
I believe it was the.
One thing they
the
failed
news
to
woman
mention
from Chandler.
earlier.
Yeah, right, she was right up my butt the whole
One
time.
woman said I do, and about 20 men said I do.
Yeah, you said that out there too.
My name is Michael Major. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I don't like bullies, and I have put my life on the line to separate bullies from their intended targets. And when I saw what was going on down there, I'm not a member of a militia or self-defense force or the Minutemen. I'm just a veteran, I'm an American, and I did not like seeing what I was seeing on the news. So I got a bus ride from Portland to Boise, started walking. The first day I walked about 21 miles according to my map app on my phone. Got a ride, got down to Salt Lake, crashed out on the street, woke up the next morning, walked about a total of 13 miles until a family heading down to Vegas saw me walking, and they instantly go, "Hey, are you walking?" I'm like, "Yeah, where are you headed?" Eventually, Bunkerville. Well, we're going to Vegas. So we went down to Vegas. The third day, I walked approximately 24 miles, so I'm pushing 60 miles in 3 days. And then eventually got a call from someone that was a supporter down there. "Hey, I got your phone number. I know it's 2 in the morning, but I'm gonna come up and get you and get you up to the camp." And so by 4:30, I got picked up and got to the camp and instantly melded in with everybody. And they loved the fact that they had a former Army medic there that was helping out, and they accepted me, and I saw how great these people were, and that's why I'm here.
We love Doc.
My name's Jack Comerford. I'm from Keene, New Hampshire. I go by Hammerhead. And Jerry called me and told me what he was up to. And my immediate response was, "When we leave it." There was no question in my mind. So he came over, picked me up, and his son Josh was staying with me at the time. So off we went, and 2,700 miles in 41 hours, stopping for diesel fuel and coffee. That was it. I'd do it again in a heartbeat, and I will. Yes, sir. I love my country, never served in the military. I'm just a guy from New Hampshire, and would do it all over again. And I served with some of the greatest people on earth right here.
I'm Josh Delamus. I was actually out in Jack's driveway, and I didn't even know what was going on. He just comes out and goes, "Hey, we're leaving to go to Nevada tomorrow." Okay. Why? He goes, "Come inside, we'll talk about it." Okay. So that was on Tuesday, and Thursday we were on the road, and it was a long trip. We got out there, we weren't really sure what we were going to be pulling into. We heard everything about checkpoints and gun confiscations and all that, and it's all false. We drove right in. Just to rehash what these guys said is the people that were there, they came from all over the country, and it was always kind of odd that weekends you'd get the huge influx of people, and then Sunday night or Monday morning you step out of your tent, you'd always see the same group of guys there, and that was really reassuring. We were out there for 3 weeks, and
3.5.
3.5. Felt like 10 months, but it was really nice that you meet people from all different walks of life, and they were all there for the same reason, and that's because they were patriots and they're sick and tired of seeing what's going on in their country, and that makes us a force to be reckoned with. I know a lot of people couldn't make it out there, but don't worry, there will be other opportunities for you. But we need to stay vigilant, because what's happening out there, I never even really heard about it. You get out there and you start talking to people, and they start telling you their stories about what the BLM's doing to their family, or different government agencies out there, and it's really disgusting what they're doing to these people, and they're doing it right here in New Hampshire too.
It's our government.
through different agencies, but it's happening right here. And, you know, we gotta stay vigilant. I mean, we got patriots that relocated here, and they're all over the country.
And there's more coming.
There is more coming. So, you know, with that is, you know, everybody needs to ante up here and, you know, step up to the plate, because if we don't, we're gonna lose this country, and we're already losing it. So with that, that's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
Roch TV.